Hello everybody, how you doing this afternoon? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Cadet Brian Ziniti, and this will be my first speech entitled For the Love of the Game. Just a little background story about myself. I'm a senior in Kilo Company, and for the last 21 years of my life, I've grown up in the wonderful state of Massachusetts, which makes me a Yankee. Yes, I know people hate that word and hate my type of people down here, but I digress. One of the benefits of living in Massachusetts is experiencing the wonderful season of winter, the dreaded cold. I know most of you Southerners probably hate it, but I'm okay with that because I, for one, embrace and completely love the season of winter. One of the benefits of winter was allowing me as a child growing up to learn and play the game of ice hockey. Now, my fondest memories of childhood are going down to the pond at the end of my street and playing pond hockey whenever school was canceled due to snow or various weather. I learned to skate at that pond. My brothers taught me. I'd play with them, play with my cousins, friends, family, neighborhoods. Everyone played pond hockey. In fact, growing on that point, I learned to skate when I was 3. That is something that I'm extremely grateful for because at the age of 4, started to learn how to play hockey, which has given me the privilege to play for the last 18 years of my life. Now, how many of you here, out of curiosity, have grown up playing a sport, whether it's been at the youth level, high school, collegiate, or club level? Anyone here? What are some of the sports you guys have played? Baseball. Wrestling. Lacrosse. Football. Baseball. Track. So as you can see, we have a wide array of sports that everyone here has played and probably pursued and tried to develop in over the course of their lives. My speech title, For the Love of the Game, that's something I've tried to focus about when I was developing this speech, because whatever sport you play in life, you got to put 100% of your life into it. You got to dedicate yourself to it, not only for yourself, but for most sports, because it's a team thing. Team. There is no I in team. So the point being is dedication. You got to strive to want to do what you want, and you got to have that dedication to succeed. One of the things growing up that really drove me when I was learning to play hockey and trying to develop myself was seeing the movie Miracle. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but a quick backdrop on it. It's the story, true story I may add, of the men's 1980 U.S. national hockey team. Now, these group of individuals were approximately all our age, college kids, and they were selected to play on the most competitive level, the Olympics. They were picked to finish dead last in their group. However, through tremendous odds, hard work, and a great coach, they were able to pull off the Cinderella story and win the 1980 gold medal for hockey. During that movie, their head coach, Herb Brooks, had said one quote that has stuck with me ever since I've seen that movie about 10 years ago. The legs feed the wolves. You got to think about that. The legs feed the wolves. What does that mean to you? It means if you do not put in the hard work that is required of you, you're going to fail. If you don't work as a team, you're going to fail. If you don't strive to improve yourself every day and reach that next level, you're going to fail because there are people underneath you that are hungrier. They want it more. They have an end goal, and they will go through anything to get there to do it. So if you ever need some motivation down the road, hopefully you'll remember this speech and that phrase, the legs feed the wolves. Other than loving the sport of hockey and being privileged to play it, sports in general give us another meaning in life. They're almost, as you could say, a form of relief. Now, I know going here is not the easiest thing, so when I found out that the Citadel had a club ice hockey team, I was extremely excited because that gave me a way to get off campus, to be relieved, and meet some of my classmates that I've been best friends with for the last 4 years outside of my own company. Going off of that point, as I had said, sports can be a relief. One of the fondest memories, or not fondest, but unfortunate memories, was recently, within the last year and a half, the marathon bombing at Boston in 2013. I'm sure most of you remember that incident. It was very unfortunate. But behind it, at the end of the day, the following day, the Boston Bruins, my hometown, had a scheduled hockey game. And instead of canceling that game, the NHL commissioner, Gary Bettman, decided to go on and have everyone play. Because at the end of the day, we need to go forward and not be afraid and stay where we were, be stagnant. Now, the thing I remember most about that game was the fact of the national anthem. The national anthem is a source of pride in our country. It gives us dedication to who we want to be, where we view ourselves in the world, and how we try to help others. So after that marathon bombing, our country, as you'd seen with 9/11 and other events, was very down on its luck, feeling bad about ourselves. But the people that were at that game, they decided they didn't want to feel that way. So when the national anthem was sung that night, instead of having the one person who is always dedicated to singing, the crowd collectively sang together the national anthem, which I highly recommend you watch on YouTube if you have not seen it yet. It's a very motivational, moving thing, and I will never forget that moment in my life. So, in closing, for the love of the game, sports. It is an awesome platform to give you the things you need to succeed in life. It gives you your self-driven motivation. It gives you a sense of pride. And it also gives you a chance to meet new friends who become your family members. And all in all, I think sports are a wonderful thing, and I hope that they continue to be present at the youth level, and hopefully, for those who are lucky enough to do it, play throughout high school and college. So you too can also pass on your passions and the opportunity to grow as people. Thank you.